TransInclusive Group announces events for TDOR 2024 in South Florida. November marks a powerful month of remembrance, advocacy, and celebration for South Florida's transgender community, bringing together activists, allies, and community leaders. Nationally, TDOR, Trans Day of Remembrance, remembers the struggles of our trans siblings. In a series of impactful events, TransInclusive Group is rallying support for transgender equality through a series of events. On November 14th, the community is invited to a reflective evening of discussion on transgender rights and resilience at the Our Fund Foundation Auditorium in Fort Lauderdale. Moderated by Nik Harris, VP of Strategic Outreach and Engagement for the Human Rights Campaign, the panel will spotlight key figures in the fight for transgender rights, including Nastasia Buchanan of TransInclusive Group, Mental Health Clinic Chris Harris, and Regina Gerbier, a transgender activist and educator. The panel will address 2024's challenges and discuss advancing transgender equity and resilience. The next scheduled event is on November 20th. On this day, TransInclusive Group, Arianna Center, and Trans Social will hold a TDOR march for the public to honor transgender lives lost to violence. A march will begin at 5:30 p.m. at Justin Flippen Park in Wilton Manors, followed by a memorial service at 6:30 p.m. at the Pride Center at Equality Park. The evening will feature spoken word, musical performances, and a community meal. The celebration will conclude on November 26th with the 10th Annual Transgender Equality Awards. It will be co-hosted by TransInclusive Group, Arianna Center, and Trans Social. The event will celebrate trans advocates, healthcare providers, and community organizations working toward transgender equality. Held at the Center for Spiritual Living in Fort Lauderdale. The awards ceremony will be hosted by Missy Meyakie LePaige. More details can be found at transinclusivegroup.org. I just want to give a quick shout out to the superstar that is Nik Harris. If you ever have the honor of being in their presence, if you ever just met a powerful being, like a person that just exudes power. He signed up at my gym where I was working at Body 20, because he wanted to get most snatched for the summer.
Where's that gym?
Right down the street. And when I tell you, when I tried to sign him up, and he was like, I ain't signing nothing. You better print out that contract. We gonna highlight the figures, and we gonna run through this and make sure you're not getting nothing over on me. Nik Harris is a powerful being. So anything that he's a part of, I am surely to be behind. This is an incredible series of events.
Nik Harris is incredible. I really do. I anything that he does, I want to be at, right? I was just at a kickoff the other day for Sun Serves Gala, and he spoke. And I mean, for 10 minutes, I was riveted just with every word that came out, right? I mean, especially right now, this is what we need. This is who we need. This is how we need it, right? A lot of these events will be after the election, so I know that Nik will have a lot to say, but let's go back to, TransInclusive. I have the honor of having Miss Tatiana Braxton in bed with me next Monday, and we're going to be going over these events. So important are these events. Trans Day of Remembrance, the march, saying their name, seeing all, especially the Black and brown trans women that we have lost this year and in the last coming years. Every year the number goes up. Every year it's more than the last time I went to this event. It's heartbreaking, and that march is powerful. Last year we did that march in the rain, where we went from Flippen Park all the way to the Equality Center, to the Pride Center. TDOR is important for so many different reasons, especially now. Like, our trans community needs to know that we see them, we support them. They are a part of LGBTQIAFU.
They are.
Okay. I mean, and I love some of the organizations that begin with TL. Right? Like, because I'm like, the 10th Annual Transgender Equality Awards, November 26th. That's another one to go out. It's time to, it's a wonderful way to highlight these incredible people in our community who are helping the trans community, or are allies of the trans community, or are in the trans community, and they're doing big things. TransInclusive Group, Trans Social, Arianna Center. Those organizations are powerhouses when it comes to the transgender community. And a lot of these organizations, when it comes to nonprofits, will be mad at each other, right? Oh, you're getting the money, I'm not, or I'm getting the money, you're not. These three organizations every year come together in such a big way during November's month, and they do it with no cattiness, no nothing. We're gonna feed you, we're gonna give you some spoken word, we're gonna educate your butt, and we're gonna make sure that you support like you should be doing. Every year I ask Tatiana or Adriana or anybody over there at TransInclusive, what can I do, right?
Can we force a live feed of the events into everybody's homes in Odessa, Texas?
That would be lovely.
That sounds perfect.
If you know where the button is, you let me know where
Right?
the press. I'll do it myself.
Right?
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, I honestly, that for that to come right after what we just talked about was, you know, just fomenting more prejudice, more violence, et cetera, in these places in Texas. That brought tears to my eyes that was next because it's so needed.
Yeah, I'm so excited for these events in November. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.